Hey y'all, I am going to be making embeds for the bath bomb, and then I'm going to be making egg-shaped bombs. The common denominator that I found was these Easter eggs have holes in them. Now I don't know if that would make a difference, but I know I've since saw online where some people actually leave them sitting in the Easter egg overnight or for several hours, and a couple people freeze them. So I'm going to leave most of these small ones in the shell. I might try to remove one or two after they sat a while. First I'm going to start with the embeds. Doing equal parts. I actually have 4 ounces of equal parts of the citric acid to the baking soda for the embeds. This is what will make it spin and spit out color. So I'm just going to sift these in there to get the lumps out. Now I have in here sweet almond oil, my fragrance oil, just a little bit, and I've got a little bit of aloe vera juice. And I'm just going to pour it in there and even it out really quickly so it don't activate too much. And get as much of that as I can. And I'm going to move this to my lap so that I can actually reach it and mix it better. Now I'm going to put some of this in another container. I'm going to go for the yellow. And I'm just getting a little bit on my finger and get the yellow mixed really good. Personally, I went in the den and got Mom's at plastic eggs. So I guess at the end of the year, or whenever they have the clearance sales, when she got these. So all I'm doing is smushing this into a tablespoon thing that's plastic, and I'm hitting it on my hand, and it's coming out. And I've got 3 different sizes, and that way I can do different colors at different amounts and offset the weight inside the bomb. I'm almost out of cornstarch, so I can't make a whole bunch of bombs today. I have to go buy more cornstarch and more Epsom salts. I put that in that container to keep it from drying out while I'm working on this color. I'm going from lightest to darkest. I'm almost got this color used up. Set that one aside and get another one. And just a little bit out of there. You need the red for just a little bit of pink. And get one more of this, and I'll do some little ones. Now I'm just putting these in inside a little tiny half a teaspoon, and then I'm having to whack it really hard to get it out. And then setting these aside over here. And I've got like a 1/4 of a teaspoon. And the 1 tablespoon I think I have. This might be a teaspoon. But it's almost much bigger than the other one. I think it's a tablespoon. I'm doing those 2, but I had plenty from yesterday that I made. And I was experimenting yesterday. And I did manage to get 1. And now my mold had holes in it. And I think that's why it came out okay. When it was clogged, it didn't work. And then this one, my mold also had holes in it. Now I'm going to go to purple. Now, I put my mixture in this so it wouldn't dry out between different colors. And now I'm going to make a purple. And from the purple, I'll go to a blue. The outside colors are going to be another yellow and a pink and a blue. And they might mix into a little bit of a green when they mix together. But I might make a green too. But I've only got 4 things I can use for a bowl. So I'm mixing this here and here. Sorry if it's in my lap. So basically, I do need at least 2 of these purples. And I need several little ones too. I just want to have lots of different choices of colors to come out. And this is the last of the purple. And I'm going to use the last of this here that I had set in this side. And for blue. Here I'm mixing my blue color into my bath bomb mixture. And these are lake colorants made for bath bombs. This is a lighter blue than I did last night. Okay, that's enough of the big ones. And now for a couple of little ones. Okay, and now one more last little bitty one. Then I've used up all the embed stuff. There we go. Set this aside. And now I don't need these things anymore. Now, on to the main part of it. Now, I'm not going to try to unmold this up for one at the end. So I'm going to try to leave them unmolded. Now, I have, you know, the baking soda, which is the greatest amount. And then half of the amount of the baking soda, I have the citric acid. And I also had Epsom salts and cornstarch, couldn't think of that, cornstarch, SLSA, and a little bit of kaolin clay in there, just to reach the area with the SLSA. And it's starting to choke me. I'm removing all the lumps and clumps from this mix here. My Epsom salts will not go through this very easily. I shouldn't have put it in with all the rest of it. But it's the easiest way to keep the 2 batches separate. I'm trying to sift out any lumps. Ow. I'm going to add my oils into my fragrance oil and a little bit of polysorbate 80. I have cocoa butter and mostly sweet almond oil, but I have a little bit of cocoa butter in it. I'm adding this slowly so as it won't activate too much as I'm mixing it. I have a blend of different lilacs to have something I call Spring Lilac. I actually had someone who doesn't like lilac liked it. I'll get both my hands in here and get this well mixed. A little bit there for white. This can be a purple or a red. That can be blue. That's definitely going to be blue. This definitely going to be yellow. Now, start with the yellow. It's the lightest color. Some on my fingers. And yes, I do. If I get too messy and I make the color look awful, I will go for another color. There. I want one for the red and purple. A little bit of the red. I'm going for a pink. I don't have pink. I don't want no more than that. I don't want it too red. Purple. Going for next. I think I need more of the purple. It doesn't get as dark. More of a lavender color. Does anybody know of lake colorants that are other than these 4, 5 main colors? I have orange. I have purple, blue, yellow. Green comes from mixing yellow and blue together. Needs a little bit more. Guess I'll have to do. And for blue, okay, what shall we start with? One I will unmold. Okay, yellow. Go put a little blue, a little red.
Embed.
Go with a yellow, well, a little bit more yellow. Maybe some white. Oh, that's not white. That's white. Blue. Purple. Oops. Now, that was a no good. Drop it in the thing, Sharon. Immediately start mixing your colors. The wrong way. Talking to myself. Fumble fingers. I was... Gonna set that right there. Get the bottom part. And a bigger piece.
I'm offsetting the embed so that it will be off balance and make the bomb spin.
And a blue. Okay, I'm going to squeeze these together. And I'm going to set it aside. I'm going to do a little one too. Test it. It does not, I don't think this one has any holes. Gonna put, no, I don't want to do blue. I want to do purple. Right there. The yellow. And the other half, start with yellow, get some white, and more purple, but let's do pink.
Oops.
Okay, so what happened is I put the rag egg wrong together. It was wrong. It wasn't going together. Okay. You can't have it go wrong together when it's lengthwise, and that was lengthwise. So, candy's not on the bottom. I did not put any embeds in that one. Oh no. Oh well. I put the other thing. And rest of this pink one. Good. I'm doing some more of these little candies. Trying to get them on the side. And putting this one together. Trying to go wonky on me. Okay. Don't know how many more of these I've got
left to make.
Some white. More yellow. More blue. Mix it some to give it a green look. More yellow.
Mixing, mixing, mixing. Mixing all the bath bombs into Easter eggs. Mixing, mixing, mixing. So sorry for the silence. I'm just getting in the zone of making these Easter egg bath bombs. And I actually didn't use any of the tablespoon size embeds earlier, and did with this one, and it caused it to break in half. I did manage to fix it, and it worked the second time after freezing it in the freezer. Now I'm putting the Easter egg mold bomb together and setting it aside.
More of these fun stuff.
I'm using too much of the candy pieces in the tip of it, and they're going to fall out.
Almost done. I don't know if I'll get a whole egg out of this one. This might be my tester.
Yay, I did get a whole egg out of it.
Put that right there. See if I can take up enough space. Let's see. Do I want purple? I think we'll have just enough for this last egg. But it's not going to be as colorful as some of the others.
This last one turned out just as beautiful as the others, and I really couldn't tell the difference between it and the others right now at this point.
Okay, so I'm going to try to remove one. I'm declogging the holes. And I'm whacking away. And I've had this sitting here, I think, most of the time. But my gloves feel a little slippery. There you have it. There's one. I'm going to leave the rest of these until tomorrow. Lay this down very carefully. Okay, so my verdict is probably leaving these in the shell at least for a little bit. You might be able to release them a little easier than you would, since it is egg shaped and it's not going to want to release. And if you have a tool that you can use that can, like the paintbrush I had, or something small enough to make sure you're not got those holes clogged when you're releasing it, it'll probably come out okay. But I'm going to leave these. Well, this one I might unmold. It's looking like it needs to. And it, as you can see, it's hollow sounding. So as long as it's hollow sounding, that's a good sign. Okay, so one of those little sugar candies fell out. But all in all,
it worked.
I'm gonna see. I don't think you have to leave it overnight. Just let it set for a little bit. This has no holes. To attempt to unmold this yellow one, making sure the holes are unclogged. That one. Okay, well, purple one. Forgot about that one. Give it air. Allow air to get inside to make it easy to release. There's that one. And I lost the tip of them because I had too many of the little things in there. So don't go too many. So my tips is, when you get your Easter eggs, the important thing is that they have holes in them. And I think most of them nowadays does. You probably want to steer clear of smaller ones. Then this worked. It didn't have holes, but it was small enough, and I let it sit, and it was hard telling this and this in, and I almost didn't put it together correctly. So if it's opening this way, you can do it, but just make sure you got the top and the bottom correct, if they're really close. That's my tip, and from what I can tell, you probably don't have to wait too long to unmold them. Just a little bit of time. You give it a little time and it's easier to unmold. I have lots of these embeds left over now. So I guess I'll have to get some more
Cornstarch and Epsom salt. And make some more Spring Lilac bath bombs.
Go ahead and say bye now. So bye now.